Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I am here to show you another shape for our mosaic project that we're working on. It's going to be like this with gray grout, different shapes. I have a whole bunch of shapes already made, and I'm just going to show you another shape. If you're not familiar with this series, there's a playlist link in the description of this video, also on the end screen. I am going to be taking you through an entire little mosaic project, the shapes, the edging, the joining, all of that stuff. And I'm going to actually, be trying something different, I think, that I haven't even done yet. I have it in my head, and I thought I'd give it a try, but we'll see. Right now, I want to show you a shape. And I do want to say that the mosaic Afghan that is in the thumbnail of this series so far is done, and I will be showing it to you. And I'm very undecided as to whether I'm going to keep it or put it on eBay. I really would like it to go someplace where someone would use it. I won't be using it, but it's the first time I ever made something like that, so I kind of want to keep it. Maybe I'll keep it for a little while and then sell it. But I will be showing you the end result and showing you how I did the border around it, and we're going to be doing the border on this. So subscribe if you want to have an idea of how to do this. I can't show you exactly because we're all going to be doing our own separate thing, right? Right. But I showed you so far what I call the pizza shape, which is a triangle, and then I showed you trapezoid, which is like a triangle with no top to it. Well, I can't find one. Yeah, so this is like the pizza, and then this would be like the trapezoid. I think that's what I made. I think that's what I made for you. Now we're doing what I call slanted square. I did not know what a slanted square's official name is. I looked it up, and it's a parallelogram. So that is what we're doing. Very easy. For this entire project, we are doing single crochet only under the full V. And we can make this as big or as small as we want. Doesn't matter how many chains. I'm going to chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm going to do a row of single crochet. And I'm going to be doing the increase and decrease every other row. You decrease on one side, then increase on the other side, and that's what's going to give it the slant. And there we go. So I'm working 8 stitches. I'm going to turn. Now this is going to be my decrease, increase. You could start with the increase and then decrease. I don't know. I just like to start with the decrease. So how I decrease right now, I've changed my mind several times. I do a single crochet and I'm skipping, and then I'm doing a single crochet here. That's all there is to it. It's less bulky than when we go like this for a decrease. We go in, pull through, go in, pull through, and then do that. There's good reason to use that at times. I just don't feel the need to use it right now. So single crochet, skip, single crochet. And we're going to go to the end, and I am going to put 2 single crochets in that last one. I don't usually do it, but it gives it a nicer slant. So when we get to the last one, 2 single crochets, and that's going to start the slant going that way. Now I'm turning, and I'm just doing a full row of single crochet. So even though you're increasing, decreasing, I chained 9, so I'm working 8. I'm still working 8. Turning, I'm going to do a single crochet, and then I'm skipping and going here. You can decrease and increase any way you want. And then when I get to the end, whoops, I went through the thread. This must be the big twist that I still have some of. Yeah, and then we're going to do 2 single crochets. Now I'm going to just do single crochet across, no increases or decreases. And like I said, you can make this as big as you want or as small as you want. These pieces really work up quick. Now, whenever the tail is in my right hand, that's when I'm going to do my decrease by skipping and going there. And then increase on the end. That's how I remember. I almost forgot. Okay. When I have this in my right hand, that's when I do my increase, decreases, whatever. And now the tail's in my left hand, so I just do single crochets all the way across without doing anything else. Okay, I gotta pull some yarn, hang on. Now, see, I couldn't remember, am I increasing and decreasing? No, because my tail is in my left hand. So I'm just going straight across. Now I'm turning. Now I'm going to do my decrease, skip, going over here. And we're almost done. It doesn't have to be a square. You could make this as long as you want. Doesn't matter. But see how it's slanting? Isn't that cute? I like it. I'm going to leave it like this. Now I'm going to do my slip stitch edging, and I've done that for you guys. I'm going to go back one more row just because I'll finish off a row that doesn't have any increase or decrease. Okay, let's do that. And it doesn't matter which side you consider the right side or not. Right or wrong doesn't really matter. I like this as the right side, so I'm just going to start my slip stitches right here. I'm just going here, and I'm going to do a slip. And then I go here, and slip, and here, and slip, and here, and slip. If you miss, it's okay. If you do too many, it's okay. You're going to get the hang of it. You're going to know where to stick your hook because you're going to get used to what you do. And let's do this corner right, let's see, right here. We'll do that right there. Slip, and then I chain one, and I go right back in that same corner. Like that. And I just do this across, and then I'm going to do the same in the corner. And I'll meet you at back at where I started. I'm coming to where I started. I'm going to go in that same space where I did that first slip stitch. Slip, I chain one. I don't know if that's the way I've always done it, but it's the way I'm doing it now. And I'm doing that. I'm pulling this through. And then I'm going to get a smaller hook. Hang on. I like to use a little bit of a smaller hook. And it doesn't matter what size hooks you're using or yarn. It's whatever you feel like doing. So, did you see? I know I've shown this, but I'm going to show it every now and then. I go this way, under that first slip that we did, and I'm pulling that through that way. Now, that's coming out of here, so we're going in this one. See that? The yarn we just pulled through to the back, we want to connect it and stick it in that hole. So we go from the back, pull that through there, and that's a nice join. I'm not fond of the big hole like that. Sometimes what I do is when I, well, let's see if I can do it right now. Let me take this apart. Let's go back to where I did that slip stitch. Oh, and I think I will use the smaller hook. Let's see. Sometimes I do something like this. Instead of going right in that hole, I might pick something up like that. See? Oh, and then it's a slip. Okay, pick something up like that, and it's a slip. Now, there's a little bit more of a hole there, but that hole isn't as big. Pull through. whoops, you can just play with things. Make it go the way you want. Now let's go back here, and I'm going to pull this through there, gently, not too tight. And why am I having such a hard time? Okay, like that. And then I look for where the yarn was coming out. The yarn is coming out of this guy right here. See, that's the yarn right there coming out. So I'm going in like that, and I'm going to pull that through to the back. Okay, I like that much better. I'm okay with that hole there. And that can always be fixed when we end up tying these in. And then I do go to the back, and I pull it down through something back there just to anchor it, get it away from the edge. And you can do that again if you want, and that's where you can start fixing those open spaces. And then what I do is now I split this, and I put 2 strands through something, and I tie a knot, and I do the same there. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm just going to be done with this. But see, look at our slant. Isn't that cool? It's very, very cool. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. I'll be back with more soon. Bye.